What if the real reason your hair is thinning after 60 isn't just age, but the shampoo you've been using every single day? Many seniors believe hair loss is simply an unavoidable part of getting older, but the truth is that the health of the scalp environment plays a much larger role than most people realize. Hair follicles are small living structures embedded in the scalp, and they behave somewhat like tiny gardens. When the environment around them is balanced, meaning the skin is hydrated, circulation is steady, and irritation is minimal, hair strands can grow through their natural cycle more efficiently. However, when the scalp becomes dry, inflamed, or overloaded with product residue, these follicles may struggle to maintain normal hair growth patterns. This is one reason why the type of shampoo used daily can quietly influence the overall condition of the scalp over time. Many conventional shampoos are formulated primarily to create strong foam and remove oil quickly. While this might leave hair feeling very clean in the short term, harsh detergents can strip away the protective oils that naturally support the scalp barrier. As people age, the scalp often becomes more sensitive and produces less natural oil than it did in earlier decades. Because of this change, aggressive cleansing agents can sometimes lead to dryness, irritation, or a tight feeling on the scalp, which may create an unfavorable environment for hair follicles. Health organizations and medical research institutions have highlighted the importance of maintaining scalp health as part of overall hair care. Educational materials from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, explain that hair follicles depend on a stable skin environment and adequate circulation in order to function normally. Similarly, discussions within Harvard Health publications emphasize that aging affects the structure of hair and the oil-producing glands around follicles, which can make the scalp more vulnerable to irritation from harsh products. The Mayo Clinic also notes that hair thinning in older adults is often related to changes in the hair growth cycle and the health of the scalp itself rather than just age alone. These insights help explain why gentle hair care routines are often recommended for mature individuals. Instead of focusing only on styling products or cosmetic treatments, maintaining a calm and balanced scalp environment becomes an important foundation for healthy-looking hair. A helpful way to understand this is to imagine the scalp as soil and each follicle as a seed. If the soil becomes overly dry, irritated, or clogged with debris, the seed will have difficulty growing strong leaves. In a similar way, when shampoo removes too much natural oil or leaves behind heavy residues, the scalp may become stressed. Over time, that stress can affect how comfortably hair follicles remain in their normal growth cycle. This does not mean a single product can dramatically change hair growth, but daily habits, including gentle cleansing, can gradually support healthier conditions for the scalp. Another point frequently discussed in dermatology resources is that the scalp barrier functions similarly to the skin barrier elsewhere on the body. The skin produces natural lipids that help maintain hydration and protect against environmental stress. When these lipids are repeatedly stripped away, the skin may become more reactive. This is why many experts encourage the use of milder shampoos that clean the scalp without excessively disrupting its natural balance. Research summaries available through PubMed often describe how inflammation, irritation, and reduced circulation can influence follicle behavior. While these biological processes are complex, the core idea is simple. Hair follicles respond to their environment. When that environment is calm, nourished, and protected, follicles are more likely to remain active for longer periods within their natural growth phase. Lifestyle factors also contribute to this environment. Hydration, nutrition, sleep quality, and stress levels all influence skin and hair health. For example, the Cleveland Clinic and other health organizations frequently emphasize that overall wellness habits support many systems in the body, including skin and hair. Adequate sleep helps regulate hormones and recovery processes. Balanced meals provide the building blocks needed for hair strands, and stress management helps maintain healthy physiological balance. It is important to remember that educational discussions about hair care are not meant to replace professional medical guidance. Individual hair concerns can have many different causes, and persistent or sudden hair loss should always be evaluated by a qualified healthcare professional. However, understanding how everyday habits influence scalp health can empower people to make more supportive choices. By choosing gentler cleansing routines and paying attention to the needs of aging skin, many seniors can create a healthier environment for their hair follicles. Over time, these small daily decisions, such as using milder shampoos, avoiding overly harsh treatments, and supporting overall health, may contribute to stronger and more comfortable scalp conditions. Hair growth does not suddenly stop after the age of 60, but the biological processes that support it gradually slow down, and understanding this process can help explain why hair may appear thinner or weaker over time. Each hair on the scalp grows from a follicle that follows a natural cycle made up of three main stages: a growth phase, a resting phase, and a shedding phase. During the growth phase, known as the anagen stage, the follicle actively produces a hair strand. This phase can last several years in younger individuals, which is why hair can grow long and thick. However, as people age, the duration of this growth phase may shorten. When this happens, hairs do not grow as long or as thick before entering the resting stage. The resting stage, called telogen, is when the follicle pauses before eventually shedding the hair and starting the cycle again. In older adults, more follicles may remain in this resting phase for longer periods, which means fewer hairs are actively growing at any given time. This gradual shift in the hair cycle is one of the reasons many seniors notice their hair becoming thinner with age. Medical research and educational information from respected health organizations provide insight into why these changes occur. The National Institutes of Health, NIH, explains that hair follicles are influenced by multiple factors, including genetics, hormone levels, nutrition, and local scalp conditions. Over time, hormonal changes can affect how follicles behave, particularly hormones that regulate the growth cycle of hair. In addition, the Mayo Clinic notes that aging can reduce the activity of the oil-producing glands around hair follicles. These glands normally produce sebum, a natural oil that keeps the scalp moisturized and protects both the skin and hair shaft. When sebum production decreases with age, the scalp may become drier and more sensitive. This dryness can make hair strands more fragile and prone to breakage, which can create the impression that hair loss is increasing, even when the follicles themselves are still functioning. Another important factor is circulation in the scalp. Hair follicles rely on a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered through tiny blood vessels surrounding the follicle base. According to discussions in dermatology resources summarized in PubMed, reduced circulation and changes in skin structure over time may influence how efficiently follicles receive these nutrients. While this does not necessarily stop hair growth entirely, it can make the process slower and less robust. This is why maintaining a healthy scalp environment becomes especially important in later life. When the scalp is irritated, inflamed, or clogged with product residue, it may create additional stress on follicles that are already working more slowly due to age-related changes. A useful analogy is to think of each follicle as a small factory producing hair fibers. When the factory receives consistent supplies such as nutrients, oxygen, and a healthy scalp surface, it can continue producing hair strands efficiently. However, if the supply lines weaken or the environment becomes unstable, production may slow down. Research explanations referenced by Harvard Health Publishing highlight that aging hair follicles may also become smaller over time, producing thinner strands known as miniaturized hairs. This process does not necessarily mean follicles disappear. Rather, they may simply produce finer hair than before. Because of this, many people interpret the change as hair loss when it may actually be a shift in hair thickness and density. Lifestyle factors can further influence how these biological processes unfold. For example, poor sleep, high stress levels, and unbalanced nutrition can all affect the body's ability to maintain healthy skin and hair. The World Health Organization, WHO, and other health authorities frequently emphasize that overall health habits play a role in maintaining normal body functions, including the health of skin and hair tissues. Nutrients such as protein, vitamins, and minerals serve as building blocks for hair strands, while adequate hydration helps maintain skin elasticity and comfort on the scalp. When these factors are balanced, follicles are more likely to maintain their natural rhythm. Another point emphasized in dermatological education is that many people mistakenly focus only on external cosmetic solutions without considering the condition of the scalp itself. Heavy styling products, harsh shampoos, and excessive heat treatments can create buildup or irritation that interferes with the delicate scalp environment. Instead, gentle hair care routines that respect the changing needs of aging skin are often recommended by healthcare resources such as the Cleveland Clinic and the National Health Service, NHS, in the United Kingdom. These institutions highlight that caring for the scalp in a gentle and supportive way can help maintain comfort and support the natural hair cycle over time. Understanding these biological and environmental influences helps explain why hair changes gradually as people age. The process is not caused by a single factor, but rather a combination of natural aging, hormonal shifts, scalp health, and lifestyle habits. By recognizing how these elements interact, individuals can focus on supportive daily practices that help maintain a balanced scalp environment and encourage hair follicles to function as efficiently as possible within their natural life cycle. When discussing hair care for older adults, experts often emphasize the importance of the type of shampoo used, particularly those designed to support scalp health rather than just clean the hair. The scalp is more than just a surface. It is living skin with tiny follicles beneath, each producing a strand of hair. Over time, as people age, the scalp can become thinner, drier, and more sensitive, which makes it more reactive to harsh chemicals or aggressive cleaning products. According to resources from the Mayo Clinic, scalp irritation and dryness are common contributors to hair fragility in older adults. Shampoos with strong detergents or high levels of sulfates, which are common in many commercial products, can strip away natural oils that keep the scalp barrier intact. Without these protective oils, the scalp can become inflamed or dehydrated, which may indirectly impact hair strength and the comfort of follicles. The goal of a scalp-supportive shampoo is not to force hair growth, but to create a calm, balanced environment where follicles can continue to function as efficiently as possible. Gentle shampoos typically use milder surfactants derived from plant-based ingredients or non-ionic cleansers, which clean without overly stripping natural oils. The National Institutes of Health, NIH, and other dermatology-focused sources note that maintaining the scalp's natural moisture and pH balance is critical to reducing irritation and supporting overall follicle health. In practical terms, using a shampoo that emphasizes nourishment, hydration, and anti-inflammatory properties can be particularly beneficial for seniors whose skin tends to have lower resilience due to age-related changes. Ingredients such as aloe vera, chamomile, or mild amino acid-based cleansers are often recommended for this purpose. These components help maintain a healthy skin barrier while also gently removing debris and excess oil. Unlike shampoos marketed for volume or shine, which often prioritize foaming power and fragrance, these gentle formulations focus on long-term scalp comfort. Later, you will see how the shampoo is applied can influence its effectiveness almost as much as the ingredients themselves. Understanding why scalp balance is important involves looking at the biology of the hair follicle. Each follicle sits in a small pocket of skin that is supplied by blood vessels, nerves, and sebaceous glands, which produce sebum to lubricate the hair and skin. According to dermatology summaries available through PubMed, when the scalp barrier is disrupted, follicles may become more susceptible to environmental stressors, including UV exposure, pollution, and product buildup. A gentle, scalp-friendly shampoo helps protect this barrier, reducing irritation and maintaining an environment that allows hair follicles to complete their growth cycles more effectively. Research from the Cleveland Clinic emphasizes that while hair thinning with age is inevitable to some extent, supporting follicle function through proper scalp care can optimize the appearance and strength of existing hair. This is why selecting a shampoo tailored for sensitive or aging scalps is often a first step recommended by hair care specialists. Another key reason for focusing on scalp-supportive shampoos is their potential effect on inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation of the scalp can make hair more fragile and contribute to breakage. According to Harvard Health, inflammation can affect the surrounding skin and hair follicle environment, potentially shifting follicles toward longer resting phases. While no shampoo can completely reverse age-related changes, using one formulated to soothe the scalp can minimize stressors that exacerbate this process. Ingredients with mild anti-inflammatory or antioxidant properties can help maintain a more stable scalp environment over time. This approach aligns with broader dermatological recommendations that emphasize supporting natural skin defenses instead of relying solely on aggressive treatments. The method of shampooing also matters. Gently massaging the scalp while applying the product can improve local circulation and help nutrients reach the hair follicle base more efficiently. Many seniors make the mistake of scrubbing too aggressively or applying the product unevenly, which can irritate the skin and weaken delicate hair strands. According to educational resources from the NHS, a calm 30 to 60-second massage with fingertips during shampooing not only distributes the product evenly, but also stimulates blood flow without damaging hair shafts. This simple adjustment in technique complements the choice of a gentle shampoo and can enhance the overall environment of the follicles. Over time, these small, consistent actions create conditions that support healthier hair cycles, even if they cannot fully reverse age-related thinning. Finally, the concept of scalp-supportive shampoos underscores a shift in how hair care is approached for seniors. Rather than focusing on quick cosmetic effects, the focus is on maintaining long-term scalp health and comfort, which in turn supports the follicle's natural cycles. Research-backed guidance from the Mayo Clinic, Harvard Health, and dermatology summaries in PubMed consistently stress that creating a non-irritating hydrated environment for follicles is one of the most effective ways to maintain hair strength as we age. Choosing the right type of shampoo is not a dramatic intervention. It is a consistent daily practice that aligns with broader lifestyle habits such as proper hydration, nutrition, stress management, and gentle scalp care. By understanding this principle, seniors can make informed decisions that respect the biology of their hair and scalp, optimizing conditions for hair health over time while avoiding unnecessary irritation or stress. Using a supportive shampoo is only one part of maintaining healthy hair, but how it is applied can be just as important as the ingredients themselves. Many seniors make the common mistake of scrubbing their scalp vigorously, believing that stronger rubbing ensures a deeper clean. In reality, aggressive scrubbing can damage fragile hair strands and irritate the sensitive skin of the scalp, especially in older adults whose skin barrier may already be thinner and more prone to dryness. According to research summaries published on PubMed, repeated mechanical irritation of the scalp can lead to microinflammation, which may weaken hair shafts and exacerbate the appearance of thinning. Instead, experts recommend a gentle circular massage with fingertips during shampooing. This technique helps lift dirt, oil, and product residue without causing trauma to the hair or scalp. In a moment, we'll explore how this simple adjustment not only reduces irritation, but also stimulates the tiny blood vessels that supply each follicle, supporting better nutrient delivery and overall follicle health. Another important factor that is often overlooked is water temperature. Many people assume that hotter water will clean better, but dermatology education from the Mayo Clinic and Harvard Health Publishing suggests that extremely hot water can strip natural oils from the scalp and lead to dryness or inflammation. Cooler or lukewarm water helps preserve the scalp's natural barrier, keeping it hydrated and less reactive. Using water that is too hot repeatedly can trigger a cycle of dryness and irritation, making hair more fragile and uncomfortable to manage. A gentle approach with warm water ensures that cleansing occurs effectively without damaging the scalp environment. Later, we'll discuss how integrating proper water temperature with a scalp-supportive shampoo can create a routine that maximizes comfort and follicle function over time. Timing and technique are also critical. Many individuals wash their hair quickly, often spending just a few seconds lathering shampoo and rinsing immediately. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, and other dermatological guidance, allowing shampoo to sit on the scalp for 30 to 60 seconds can give active ingredients time to break down excess oil, product buildup, and environmental debris. This period is sufficient for the gentle surfactants to work without overwhelming the scalp's natural balance. Additionally, applying shampoo in sections rather than all at once ensures more uniform coverage, helping to reduce the likelihood of missed spots where buildup could accumulate and potentially irritate follicles. Over time, this method can support a more balanced scalp environment and indirectly encourage healthier hair cycles. Movement during washing also plays an important role in follicle health. Massaging the scalp increases local blood flow, which is essential for delivering nutrients and oxygen to the base of each follicle. As noted in resources from the Cleveland Clinic, enhanced circulation may not directly trigger new hair growth, but it does optimize the conditions in which follicles operate, supporting hair that is already growing to be stronger and healthier. Many seniors neglect this aspect of washing, treating shampooing as a purely cleansing task rather than a routine that can influence scalp physiology. A deliberate, gentle massage routine helps maximize the benefit of any scalp-supportive shampoo by combining cleansing with physical stimulation that supports the follicles. A subtle but significant mistake many older adults make is not rinsing thoroughly. Residual shampoo or conditioner left on the scalp can cause irritation and dryness, even if the product itself is gentle. The National Health Service, NHS, in the UK, emphasizes that thorough rinsing is essential for maintaining a neutral pH and preventing buildup that can affect scalp health. Any residue can disrupt the balance of the scalp, making follicles more reactive and increasing the likelihood of hair breakage. Rinsing with care ensures that the scalp remains calm and allows the natural oils to maintain hydration.